What's up, everybody? This is Fishers of Men. I've got another article tonight, this one from CBR.com, written by Ronaldo Matadine, obviously titled, Move Over MCU, Captain Marvel's Larson wants to explore another universe. And that is probably the most generous way of putting what I'm about to read. Brie Larson is already making waves as Marvel Studios' first female superhero lead in Captain Marvel, and now she has her eyes set on another popular cinematic universe, Star Wars. Right. The the person who has just really had a hard time getting people to like her as Captain Marvel wants to be a Jedi now, wants to be in Star Wars. As Larson and Nick Fury actor Samuel L. Jackson discussed the pressure and spotlight of being the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Jackson revealed that his role as Mace Windu in the Star Wars prequel trilogy prepared him for his role as Fury. With becoming that character in that kind of movie, it just that's not a full sentence. What are you doing here? With becoming that kind of character in that kind of movie, it just changes the game in another kind of way, Jackson told Entertainment Weekly. Because I had all this interesting kind of popularity or whatever, but when I got into the Star Wars universe, it exponentially changed. You become godlike in a crazy kind of way. I became more famous because I was a Jedi, so no matter where I went, I got accosted by the Jedi Council of wherever. It's so cool. I wish I was a Jedi, Larson pitched in as Jackson spoke about the diehard fans that become invested in you once you take on such a role. This didn't appear to faze Larson at all. I got to hold his lightsaber. He brought it into me on May the 4th, and I cried. It was so cool. I want to be a Jedi, she said. Look, I don't have a problem with this, right? Everybody wants to be a Jedi. I grew up wanting to be a Jedi, right? Every actor would probably want to be a Jedi. Star Wars was one of the most popular franchises out there. And even with the negative impact of The Last Jedi, it's still very popular. People are still going to go see the movies. And if you're a Jedi in those movies, like Samuel L. Jackson said, your fame just skyrockets. I get what she's saying here. I hope she doesn't go for it. I hope she doesn't try to be a Jedi, and I hope they don't let her be a Jedi. But I get what she's going for. As the sequel trilogy concludes this December and Rian Johnson's trilogy enters development, to the horror of Star Wars fans everywhere, Star Wars has become much more inclusive and diverse than it was in the 70s and 80s. Given Larson's impact at Disney as Carol Danvers, she could be a shoo-in for a role in the galaxy far, far away in the near future. I'm sorry. G- Given her impact at Disney as Carol Danvers, right? Because she hasn't been just causing problems on her press tour. People all over YouTube aren't making videos talking about how awful she is and how they don't like her and they don't like Captain Marvel and they don't want to go see it. That that yeah, given her impact at Disney, if they okay, so assuming that the impact is ruining franchises or ruining movies, and Disney is trying to ruin their movies, assuming that, yeah, maybe given her impact, she'll be a shoe-in for a role in Star Wars. If they decide The Last Jedi didn't ruin Star Wars enough, let's throw in Brie Larson. Maybe she can help ruin it some more. I just I don't get the people that write these articles, man. I just don't. I just don't get it. And there's information about the movie, whatever. We already know. Oh goodness. Um, Look, I love Star Wars. I loved Star Wars up until The Last Jedi. Maybe Brie Larson would be good in Star Wars. I don't know. Maybe Lucasfilm would kind of rein her in a little more and not let her say disparaging things to fans. But they haven't done that with Rian Johnson at all, so I'm kind of thinking they wouldn't. And I'm kind of thinking she would put her foot in her mouth and she would say something that would enrage the fans, and they would go out and make YouTube videos like this one saying that they weren't going to go see Star Wars because Brie Larson was in it. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of my mind. I guess that's all I've got. This is a pretty short video. This is a pretty short article, and it's just so goofy that there's nothing really else to say about it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think Brie Larson should be a Jedi? Do you think she would hurt Star Wars? Do you think she would help Star Wars? Do you think her star power after Captain Marvel would somehow support Star Wars instead of bringing it down? Do you think she's serious and she actually wants to be a Jedi, or do you think she's just saying that, because she's next to Samuel L. Jackson talking about it? Because honestly, if I was sitting there, I would say I wanted to be a Jedi too. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe if you want to. Maybe check out some of my other videos. If you don't want to, no big deal. Hey, you do you. Have a great day. Again, I am Fishers of Men, and I will talk to you later.